So in the MapReduce is a completely programming related one, which we need to write a lot of Java code, and it's not much speed when you're comparing with other engines. So test engine will be supporting for Hive. So Hive is again a discrete disk, but it is more faster than MapReduce engine. Why Spark is using in the industry other than Hive or included Hive? Because of it will be more speed, 10 to 100 times speed than MapReduce or a test engine, and the Hive is only for batch data. Only it will work for only batch data. It will not be useful for any streaming data. But here it will work with the streaming data. Suppose now my data is coming in a batch mode every day, so I can continue with Hive. But suppose in future, if the data is some other data is coming in a streaming data or small batches, then the Hive may not be useful. Again, and we need to go for Hive Spark. For Spark, again, I need to maintain one more cluster. Hive is one cluster. So this will be little difficulty to maintain the clusters and uh, segregate the data. So that's the reason now new companies or new projects on big data directly they are using Spark. Okay, some of companies already implemented data lakes, which data is available in Hive. They are using Spark by adding into the Hive. So connecting Hive to Spark they are using. They're retrieving data from Hive to Spark and processing, and again they're sending back to Hive. They're not storing the data in the Spark here. Okay, just we have create a cluster. Finally, data will be taken from Hive tables and storing back to Hive tables. The processing can be done in the Spark. Okay, and Hive will be working only in the Hadoop. It can work only in Hadoop. Hadoop cluster is mandatory. But Spark can work with any environment. It can work with individual Spark cluster, or it can work with NoSQL databases, and it work with Hadoop, and work with some other third-party vendors also. So that is the reason uh, better to know something about Spark in the current environment, current industry. Okay. Now let's see how exactly Hive architecture. Okay, how it is processing data from files. Let me open that Hive document here, Hive introduction. So you can see in the introduction, okay, Hive is a subproject of Hadoop, Apache Hadoop project, which is developed by Facebook. Okay, so Hive allows you to define a structure for your unstructured big data. It will define a structure for your unstructured data. Okay, unstructured data is there with a comma separator something else. So we can create in a structured format. Even if you have XML data, we can create it. We can define a schema for XML data. We can define a schema for JSON data. In Hive. Okay, simplifying the process of programming analysis. You need not write any program. It is simplified, and you can write simply SQL-like language queries. SQL-like language queries called HQL, Hive Query Language. HQL, we'll call it as a Hive Query Language. Okay, Hive data can be only read from HDFS data, and it analyze or process and again store into the HDFS. That's it. It cannot directly store outside or cannot read it from outside. Okay, Hive is not for relational databases. 100% is not completely relational. It's a non-relational database. Even Hive is not a database. In Hive, we'll write a query, select query, all kind of alter queries and other things. But Hive is not a database. And the Hive is not designed for online transaction, not for OLTP, online transaction processing. It is for only OLAP, analytical process purpose only. Please remember these points. It's only for OLAP, not for OLTP. Okay, and does not offer any real-time queries and row-based updates. So in Hive queries, you can create a different kinds of queries to process data, but you cannot update one particular record in a table in Hive because of this is not a table really. This is a file. In the file, if you want to modify it, you need to go to the file and manually you need to select the 85th row and you can modify it, right? But here it is not possible. So this is not for real-time queries and a row level updates. Only backend data processing purpose Hive can be used. Now all the companies are required this situation, this particular analysis. Every company is going to pull the data from their databases and the log files and other sources. They need to keep it in a single platform, which can give you more flexibility. Okay, and to processing also it should be very easy. So that is called Hadoop data lake. In that Hadoop data lake, the data is stored in unstructured way. But in future, if you want to read the data in a proper manner, again you need to write a lot of programming. That's why Hive is a tool which can give you the proper data from the unstructured data by creating some tables and by configuring something. Okay, so Hive versus Pig is not required as of now. Here you can see it's a data warehouse kind of tool. Hive is nothing but almost data package built on Hadoop. It's a data warehouse. Pig is useful for as a ETL. Hive will be useful for a data warehouse. Okay, as I think Sudhir was asking, when it is a data warehouse, so it's again kind of tables and relations and queries, right? But here Hive is not a table, but it will act as a uh, database, like which you can write to queries. Okay, so basically it uses the MapReduce for execution purpose. Okay, and the it uses the HDFS or HBase for storing the data. HBase also internally again it's depending upon HDFS only. We discussed right at the time of NoSQL. Yeah, hi Ramkoti. Yeah, just we are discussing about the file-based data processing by using big data tools like Hive, Spark, and MapReduce like thing. So mainly we are focusing on here Hive. So instead of Hive, I think I told you the alternatives, right? Hive is a tool, Hive, or we can use Impala, or we can use BigQuery. So all these are the alternatives. So as part of the basic Hadoop, Apache Hadoop, Hive is by default is coming in the Hadoop HDFS. Impala also using HDFS only, but it is a third-party tool. Yeah, sorry, there was some disturbance is coming, so just I was put in mute. So these are the three different alternatives. So when you learn only Big Data Hadoop, you may learn Hive, but some of the only customized programs, so you will learn the Impala. So as part of the uh, big GCP Google Cloud platform, we can use the BigQuery. Like that, some of the other tools are available in other platforms also. Okay, so if you know Hive, almost everything is same. Okay, so actually the Hive architecture will be suppose only Hive engine is there. It's not a storage or it's not something like it's an engine. This engine will run the queries. to process the data. Okay. So before processing the data, it will compile the query, it will optimize the query automatically, and it will execute by using MapReduce concept. Internally, MapReduce is mandatory, but with the help of test engine, we'll make it fast. Okay. So when it is a file, how query will execute? Because of with the help of some metastore information. Metastore in the sense there will be a database internally using to maintain the metadata or store the schema. That's it. It will not use any data in the database. Only metadata will be stored in the database. Got it? So this will give you more clarity on that architecture. So you can connect to Hive from different third-party vendors. Okay, you can create a one threat application and you can create a one Java JTE or .NET application. From the Java application also you can directly connect to the Hive. Okay, this is the Hive server. Before connecting to Hive server, if you are using any JDBC or third-party tool, we need to have the drivers. We need to make sure the drivers are available within the Hive. So this will be taken care by the companies like. Do you remember in Hadoop we have a different distributions are there. What are the distributions we have available? Do you remember in the last session we discussed it, right? For RDBMS concept, we have a Oracle is one. Yeah, exactly. Hortonworks, Oracle DB to Microsoft, how they are coming. We have Hadoop. There are different kinds of distributions are there. Hortonworks, Cloudera. Please try to remember. I'll repeat it again and again because of at least these names are required. Most of the people are using Cloudera, Hortonworks now. Hortonworks product name is HDP. Present 2.x is running 2.6. The Cloudera is a name called CDH 5.x is running. Even in GCP also, it may use Hortonworks, it may use Cloudera. Okay, so all these drivers and other things will be created by these distributions. And one more company called Mapr, which is good. And there are many other tools are there. Okay, so then this query will be connected and will be trying to execute on Hive server. Hive server will connect to Hive engine. The Hive engine it will do the compiling the query and if any changes are required, it will provide and it will automatically it will do the optimization of the query. Okay, then when Hive is executing the query on top of MapReduce and HDFS, so by connecting to HDFS, it will read the data from HDFS and process it. Sometimes it needs to MapReduce. But how this data can be understood in query? Here, with the help of metadata, it will understand the data and it will provide the query. Okay, suppose for example, let's take a simple example. I have a data. In the data, number, name, phone, okay, phone, city, okay, salary. So this is my txt file. In the txt file, I may have data from some phone number, HYD, some number. One or two, or some number. Suppose data is like this. Okay, so this is a text file or CSV file. So even if I read data from a database, it will store in Hadoop as a text file only. It will not store as a database table. So now if you want to process this data, but I wanted to fire a query in Hive in a big data area, select name from emp. The file name is emp.txt or something. Emp where city equal to HYD. Okay, this is a query I want to execute. So how this query will be executed? Any idea? How this query will be executed? As this is not a table, this is emp file. The file name is emp.txt. This is the file name. So how can I get this data? So now my result is should be this one 101 some raw, or if I give mentor details I can use star here, right? So how it is coming? For this, in Hive we need to create a table. We need to create a table on top of this text file. Okay, table can be created like this. Create. Let it be. Create table emp. So now we need to use the emp file name as a table name, or even if you create a table name, automatically file name will be taken like this: emp create table emp. Here num as int, no primary key here. This is not a table, right? Again, no primary key is required. Name string. Generally we will use the text here. In big data, most of the area, instead of using string, we will use text. Yes, yeah, that does the table data dictionary. I can say the schema is there, which we are going to create here, but it will not directly pointing to the. It will not store the data in the table. Okay, text here and phone number int city text sal enter double. Okay, this is a normally we'll create in the SQL, but here in the Hive we need to provide the delimiter and lines termination and field termination details required here. Let me show you one mm, real Hive table which I have created, then you will get more clarity on that. Hive examples. So the starting is same. After that, here you can see this is the table we need to create like this. Create table emp. This is the details. After that, row format delimited. Okay, delimited. And next, field terminated by /t, lines terminated by /n, store as a text file. Store as a text file. Let it be here. So we will create the Hive table like this. So now this is a query which we are going to fire to how we query execute, because of while creating the table we need to create table like this. So now what row format delimited information is required, field terminated by /t. Okay, here comma is a delimiter. So now I need to change this. Sorry, here let it be. Here I can remove it. Now here what should be the symbol? Comma. I can use comma. field terminated by is comma, lines terminated by slash and stored as a text file. So here we have different kinds of ORC compression techniques are there we can use. Even if you don't give, it will store as a text file only. So now what will happen here when you create a table, this table will be storing in a database. There will be a database required within the Hive. Within the Hive, there is a database which can store only EMP table details here. Here EMP table details, only metadata. As you see here, see this is the meta store. When you fire a query like select a star from select name from EMP where city Hyderabad, then what will happen? This query will be verified and it will verify with the meta store. EMP is a meta store is available or not. Okay, and one more thing here, end of the table creation, we need to provide the location also here. Location is required. This location will be the here HDFS location. Which file will store HDFS location? This is the location. Now, what will happen? This Hive engine will check the table is available. Yes, table is available. In the location for exactly that table slash EMP should be same. It will create slash some data will be there. So then it will check whether the EMP folder is there. Within the folder, data is available. Then it will read the text file with the help of comma as a separator. So then it will take first number will be the taking this first. The column name may be different. There will header may be there, header may not be there. No worry about header. So okay, and next comma separated is name. This will mapping like this, and next phone number will be mapping here, and the city will be mapping to this particular one, and the salary will be mapping to last column. This column specification should be mandatory, then only it can process. When you enter this one, it will take the second delimiter value is the name. Then when it is reading line by line from the file, it will read line by line and it will segregate the data. In the where condition, what is the condition? City. City is the 1, 2, 3, fourth one. So every time it will check the fourth value Hyderabad equal to this value in the program. And again, Bangalore equal to Hyderabad or not? Yes. If it is yes, then it will copy this name and store into the disk. Once a query enter, there are 10,000 lines are there. All 10,000 lines will be read by one by line by line in a file-based one, file reading, and it will verify this particular block with the name. Okay, city is nothing but blindly it will take the column number 1, 2, 3, fourth column. Fourth column. It will verify with every string or every data. Then if it is matching with this particular Hyderabad HYD, immediately it will copy. If you use star here, it will copy entire data record. Okay, it will read this record and it will use the split by keyword by comma. After splitting that, it will be coming into the array. In the array, it will read the data from the fourth position if it is matching, and again it will read the data from the second position to store in the result. These many things are happened in the internally. See here the file is available here. In HDFS we have a emp.txt. In the meta store we have a table, emp table. Okay, in the end user, yeah, this is the part. This is the part is firing the query, maybe here or here, interacting with Hive methods direct. This is the direct interaction. All these will give you a query. That query will be optimized and verified. Once it is perfectly done, then it will check with the metadata and the data. Once the data processing is completed, it will store into the HDFS again. Any doubts as of now? Koti, I think you joined in a little late, right? So are able to connect, which we are talking now. Only database knowledge is required to understand this concept. with the mindset of big data, how exactly big data is processing. Clear? Any doubts? Exactly. It's all works based on the metadata. But creating metadata is only the main important thing. After that, storing the data is as usual. Just get the file, maybe 1 GB or 10 GB, and it doesn't matter. Storing into this location. That's it. Store into this particular location. Automatically it will store. Okay. I'll show you by creating a one Hive table by taking some data, and then we can looking into the BigQuery also in GCP. Again, we need to change in metadata. Exactly right. Initially, we assume that the data is coming with some delimiter and with 5 columns. Maybe suddenly that data is coming with 6 columns. So you can update the metadata table. Or else we can drop the table, recreate the table. Even if you drop the table, data will not be dropped. Data will be there as a text file. Only metadata will be dropped in the database. Okay. There are two kinds of tables are there in this situation. One is the internal table, external table. In internal table or managed table. In managed or internal table, data, if you drop the table, data also will be dropped. In external table, data will not be dropped even if you drop the table. Yeah, with the data is unstructured format, we need to write the some specific conditions. Nowadays, most of the things are available. If the data is JSON data, we have a JSON libraries are there. Easily, it will convert the data into the database format. I can say appropriate metadata will be created. For suppose some other data which is not really structured log data, then we need to write the um, what is that? Yeah, regular expressions. We need to write the regular expressions to make it format data. Do you guys know about regular expression? Any idea? A regular expression is again very important. Yeah, I think you have used regular expression, but you don't know that is regular expression. There is a file called documentation using regular expression with Oracle database. Here you can see. Did you write any query like this? Select star from EMP where e name like. Did you write star slash a star? Did you write these kind of things? Farm code, I think you have maybe done at time of testing or any writing queries. Okay, yeah, wildcard is a kind of thing. So this is also as part of the regular expression only. So minimum, what is star here? Star is nothing but anything, right? Percentage and a nothing but it should start with something like that, or it start with like this, right? So already we have used maybe in the programming or database or testing time we use it, but we are not very not knowing about this regular. This is also regular expression, comma, not this one. This is the one. Like so, we will show you some of the things here. Yeah. just to spend some time on at least half an hour time on this thing. This is very, very important in any area nowadays. Okay, just to check some regular expression. For mail ID, regular expression for pin code, regular expression for website address. Okay, so dot is nothing but any character. Okay, plus is one or more. Question mark is zero or more. Star is zero or more. Okay, see here the regular. I'll show you regular expression for regex for mail ID, email or phone. Better to use email. In some websites, when you enter email ID, it will not accept when you enter something differently, right? When you enter email ID like this, Satish dot quality dot com. Is it correct? Right? Yet come. Is it correct? No, right? At gmail.com. Is it correct? Correct or wrong? I'm quoting. Yes, this is correct, right? So if I miss com here, if I use again qt, it may not be correct. So this can be verified in a website, in almost all the website. So here the regular expressions will be written in the Java program or any area like this. This is the regular expression. What exactly it is? It start this symbol is nothing but for starting. It start with A to Z or 0 to 9. Okay, start with A to Z and 0 to 9. After that, only dot or underscore can be accepted. Some mail IDs will accept some different one. That means I can write my name, I can write some number, and dot or underscore can be accepted. Okay. After that, plus at the rate is mandatory. At symbol is mandatory. After that, again, I can use A to Z 0 to 9 like this. So when I provided now .com, this is the 0 to 9 or A to Z. Satish 9 I can use. Satish 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 I can use. Dot or underscore. Right here it will accept dot or underscore only. After that, plus along with this is the one set. Once this set is accepted, till here is correct. Next at the rate symbol. Before at the rate symbol, it should be having number or name with the dot or underscore and some digits or number qt9, qt7, then at the rate symbol. After at the rate symbol, you can see A to Z or 0 to 9, again dot or hyphen. So for, that is for this one. It can be Gmail or Yahoo Mail or my company mail ID. It can be IBM mail ID, whatever it may be. Again, it can be a string or something else. After that, you can see dot is mandatory. Dot is mandatory. After dot, it can be a com, it can be a in, it can be a co, right? So, but it cannot be a come or it cannot be a 4 digits home like lot like that, right? So that is the reason we can control this A to Z only, no number again. Understand? No number is accepted here. This is the regular expression. I'll put it here. Yeah, by looking at it, will be little difficult, but it's completely different, right? So if you observe, if you anybody explain or if you try to understand, it's very easy. A to Z 0 to 9. See, this is the one. Here it can be underscore or dot only accepted. Dot or underscore. Yes. Okay, plus or minus, it can be any number, and this is completed. Then here it is plus at the rate symbol. At the rate symbol is there. Again some Gmail or Yahoo Mail or something, again A to Z with the dot or hyphen. Okay, if I don't want to use hyphen, I can remove it. Plus dot. Okay, because of why slash is given, dot is will be taking as a normal dot in the computer. So if you want to take it as a character, we need to provide the black slash. After that, A to Z are only no number here, because of it will not accept number. It should be co or in. That is the reason we can provide two only. It will accept only two characters. If you want to allow come also com, then you can use three. Got it? So when anybody is entering a email ID in a column, internally it will verify with this regular expression. Understood? You can see one more for what is it? IP address. IP address also should be in a proper way, right? You can see IP address one. See, it's a very simple one. Okay, it should be a like this, because of it should allow only three characters dot three characters dot three characters dot like that, right? So this is a simple one. This is also regular expression only. Slash d is nothing but digit. Slash d is a digit. If you want to get those information, you need to follow these things. Regular expression slash d slash a, those kind of things. So here, as of now, base expression is a see this tilde symbol and something non-matching character list. If you want to take it non-matching, matching, escape character slash. If you give slash and something, it will escape the character from the processor. Okay, beginning of the line anchor, beginning, right? This is the beginning. Got it? Like that. End of the line anchor, dollar. See, ending. Starting and ending between only these characters will be allowed. Here it is a D digit 1 comma 3, and that means 1 digit minimum, 3 digit maximum, like 125 dot 0 dot 1 dot. It can be a IP address, right? So here it can be 1 or 3. What 3? It's 2. It's only 1. It's 3. So for this, dot is mandatory. See, it is starting here to here. Dot is mandatory. Why we are giving slash? To escape the dot. Again, slash d is for integer. It should not allow again character. If you give some h, it shouldn't allow. That's the reason we are specifically mentioning that it should be digit. Okay, it can be any character. Then here we are not mentioning A to Z or 0 to 9. Directly we are giving slash d. Or else we can write the same in the here this way also. The regular expression can be right. Why I'm spending time is very, very important. Please remember. So we can write like this also. 0 to 9. All these things are required, not required. Here in the braces, I can say 3 only max. It will not allow. After that, plus escape dot. Again, same you can copy paste. This is a one only. This purpose only. This purpose. And again, 0 to 9 only 3 characters plus dot is required. Plus dot is required 4 times. Last we need not have anything. Here you can close with dollar. Regular expression can be written in different. Here you can write here still symbol. This is also will work. This also will work. This is the two different kinds of regular expression. Okay. Suppose when we are getting some data, I want to skip some data, I want to add some data, then we can write little bit little complex regular expression. So we cannot learn complete these things. Whenever it is required, we can go and check in Google. We can verify the regular expression. We can change it. For that, at least we should have this basic knowledge, right? Got it, Ramkoti? I think Rahman also new to the regular expression, I guess. Sudhir knows something. Am I correct? Yeah. So this is very, very important, guys. Please spend at least what is regular expressions, when can we use. I have given two examples. You can verify for phone number, you can verify for something other things also. If you are entering Aadhaar card, Aadhaar card regular, how it will be. 444, like how many 16 digits are there, so how it can be. It should not be have you know the PAN card regular expression. So verify in Google what will be the PAN card will allow only some 10 digits or something, right, with words, the characters as well as number, but Aadhaar card number is only digits. So like that. So Oracle have providing some regular expression document here. You can verify regular expression, Oracle. Yeah, I was suggesting this one, document start regular expressions for using regular expression oracles. See, some of the things are there here. So here is clearly explaining dot any character. It's a dot. So they have given description and example also they have provided. So this is good. Plus symbol, star symbol, question mark, M, minimum, maximum, interval, character. Slash N is for next line. Escape character, tilde beginning and the ending character, case conditions, characters. Got it? So these are the symbols. So when can we use, when cannot we use? Yeah, you can see matching digit character, right? Which we have example slash D3, slash capital D is for non-digit character. W is for I'm also not completely aware of all these things. So, but I have written many regular expressions by looking into the Google with the minimum knowledge. Okay, slash S is character A, slash Z. So these kind of things required in little complex data. Okay, let it be paste in the chart window. Just please save it and spend some time on regular expressions. Fine. You want this information also? Can I put it? Yeah. This is a mail ID, email regex. Shortcut regex is also fine. Not we need to have regular expression regex email, and this is for IP regex. Just for our reference. Okay. There may be some mistakes may be there, but the overall you can understand this. Copy and make it a note. Okay, because of regular expression will be used in a Spark, in Hive, in NoSQL databases, in all the areas. Okay, it's an added advantage for everyone in the software industry. So, do you guys understand the architecture of Hive? How it will be processed, how it will be done? Okay, fine, got it. The next session directly will show you first how to create a cluster in a Hive cluster and working with the Hive cluster, and we'll work with some of the queries in BigQuery. Concept wise clear, right? HDFS file system concept and how it is processed. What is the difference between other processing with file processing like Hive, Impala, BigQuery, the architecture of Hive. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Sudhir. Thanks, Rahman.